relationship between Riyadh season and the relationship between the Ring magazine and the promoters will continue at least for the next 1 or 2 years.
Turki Alalshikh shook the internet with a bombshell announcement on X Spaces, dropping shocking news and hinting at a possible exit from boxing. This news comes as an even bigger shock, especially with the boxing world still reeling from the recent announcement of the new boxing league, TKO. With many wondering whether the promoters would be involved in the league, Turki Alalshikh took to X Spaces to address these concerns. In his remarks, he cleared the air, making it clear that TKO is standing strong on its own and not aligning with the market or any existing promoters.
This league is project not against anyone, not against the commission, not against the promoters. This is my opinion and this is from my side.
Amid growing concerns and speculation about whether the 4 major belts will be part of the new league, especially after Dana White's assertion that we don't need 4 belts, Turki Alalshikh has now put those rumors and manipulations to rest. He clarified that this project is not meant to be exclusive or separate from the market, but rather designed to cater to it. Pointing out that the market is massive, Turki emphasized that those voicing opposition against promoters and marketers will be in vain, as his plans are meant to benefit everyone in the game.
It is a project will have space in the market, and we will still see the 4 belt and the commission and the promoters. The market is huge and no one can delete anyone from this market.
Moving on to concerns about the future of Ring Magazine and its role within the new boxing league, TKO, Turki Alalshikh has addressed these questions head on. He reassured fans that the legacy of Ring Magazine will remain untouched, clarifying that it will not be sold or merged into TKO. While some had speculated that Ring Magazine would be involved in the league, Turki made it clear that it will continue to operate independently. He emphasized that Ring Magazine will remain focused on its mission and will continue to function smoothly, as it always has.
The Ring magazine will keep the legacy of 103 years. It will not be involved in any of these things. This is something separate. The Ring magazine will focus doing what the Ring magazine has doing in the last more than 100 years.
When it comes to preserving the legitimacy of the boxing world and its connection with fans, no one speaks more candidly than Turki Alalshikh. Over the past week, concerns have been rising, with many wondering about the future of boxing. Turki, however, has not turned a blind eye to these worries. He reaffirmed his awareness of the situation and expressed his commitment to not disappointing either fans or fighters. Addressing these concerns, he said, "I see what happened in the last week. Everyone's speaking out and wondering. I understand the panic in the market because there are a lot of companies and a lot of promoters. What I want to say is that we care about the fans and the fighters. We support the fans and the fighters. We will continue doing the big fights for the people. The outcome of all Turki Alalshikh's claims remains a surprise. But one thing is certain, the new boxing league, TKO, has everyone excited." Reacting to the league, Adam Smith also shared his thoughts. He emphasized the importance of investment and the necessary changes, highlighting that these factors will help the sport of boxing thrive at its best. Adam warmly welcomed Dana White, expressing his excitement about his entry into the boxing world. He also pointed out that while this league may take time to fully establish itself, it will undoubtedly play an integral role in the growth and future of boxing.
Investment and changes in boxing are always interesting and good. I think that this is a fascinating one from Turki Alalshikh. Welcome Dana White to boxing finally. I'm sure it'll be great. I think it'll take time to really get going, exactly what their plans are.
Adam Smith went on to acknowledge the tremendous efforts of Turki Alalshikh, praising his dedication to bringing boxing to a larger global stage. He expressed deep appreciation, emphasizing that the boxing world has evolved evolved significantly since His Excellency Turki Alalshikh entered the scene. With promotions at their peak, Turki has brought all the promoters together, arranging the fights that fans truly want to see. His ability to keep the hype alive and win over countless hearts has been remarkable. Adam stressed that this momentum must not be lost, urging everyone in the boxing world to ensure fans remain engaged and excited about the future of the sport.
The world has changed since His Excellency has come in the last year and a half. The best are fighting the best. Fans are getting what they want. So we don't want to sort of deviate too much from that. We want to keep that. But
while Turki Alalshikh has cleared the air regarding the One Belt Championship, no official declarations have been made yet, as this is still the early stages of the league. Something Adam Smith also suggested mentioning that it will take time to get fully up and running. However, Adam, while appreciating the concept of the league, pointed out that boxing is a complex sport where numerous governing bodies and promoters must work together. He expressed optimism about seeing the same level of collaboration and unity in the future of boxing.
But the idea of a league is good, maybe one champion and a sort of one belt thing, but boxing's a complicated sport, as we all know. There's many promoters, many governing bodies, and there's a lot to work out. So I think a big plan will take a long time, but in the short term, I hope that everybody works together and it's great for boxing.
Amidst the ongoing reactions and discussions surrounding the new boxing league, Turki Alalshikh's comments on X Spaces have sparked considerable attention. While many found his clarity on certain matters amusing, a potential shock may be looming for those in the boxing world who have closely followed him. During his live address on X Spaces, where he reassured promoters and the boxing community that they would never be separated, Turki mentioned a 2-year timeline that has raised eyebrows. His words have led some to question whether he's signaling his departure from the boxing world after 2 years, leaving many to wonder if this is a subtle hint about his future plans in the sport.
Relationship between Riyadh season and the relationship between the Ring magazine and the promoters will continue at least for the next 1 or 2 years.
Reacting to this, Showbiz the Adult shared his thoughts, revealing that many people were shaken by Turki Alalshikh's comments. He mentioned that he had received numerous messages on Twitter from fans asking whether Turki will remain in boxing for the next 2 years, or if they will no longer see their favorite, everyone's prince of boxing, His Excellency Turki Alalshikh, after that. Showbiz also pointed out the uncertainty it has caused among the boxing community, with fans feeling anxious about what the future holds for the sport and the man who has played such a pivotal role in its recent developments.
A lot of you guys DM'd me. I didn't give you that many emails this time, but I got a few DMs really, and really on X, saying, did Turki say that he's only going to be around in boxing for the next year or 2?
Moving on, Turki Alalshikh, while speaking about the future of Ring magazine, announced that TKO will have its own space, raising concerns about whether this means it will be separate from traditional boxing. Showbiz, the Adult, stepped forward to clear the air, emphasizing that while this new boxing league will have its own set of strategies and operational model, it is not intended to replace traditional boxing. He speculated on how the formation of the league might have come about, asserting that TKO is essentially Dana White's league, something he has longed to create for years. In Showbiz's view, Dana's ideas and vision aligned with Turki Alalshikh, leading to a partnership where His Excellency funded and supported the league's development.
This boxing league, this Dana White boxing league, is really the imagination from the imagination of Dana White. Dana White wanted to enter boxing with his own boxing league, and His Excellency Turki Alalshikh saw this vision, and he is partnering with Dana White to help bring this vision into reality, and it seems like it's going to be on Netflix. So the TKO Boxing League is going to be a thing, but it's not here to replace the boxing space, traditional boxing. It's not here for that.
Voicing his opinion, Showbiz the Adult summarized Turki Alalshikh's comments regarding Ring magazine. In explanation to his perspective, Showbiz pointed out that Ring magazine will continue its involvement with other sanctioning bodies and promoters. He clarified that Turki's mention of separation likely means that Ring magazine and TKO would operate independently rather than being integrated. Showbiz also raised concerns for Dana White, highlighting that this could signal a new level of competition between TKO and Ring magazine, a point that could add tension for Dana White moving forward.
Ring magazine is going to still be included with the other sanctioned bodies, with the promoters, and everything else. Turki Alalshikh and Ring Magazine, that is separate from TKO the TKO Boxing League. Now, no matter what is said or what they try to say or what whoever has to say, that's competition.
With Turki Alalshikh taking a stand for Ring Magazine as separate from TKO, Showbiz the Adult believes this move has created tension for Dana White. He suggested that Dana now faces competition and will need to work even harder to develop the league, ensuring it delivers something fans truly want to watch. He said, Dana White, with this new boxing league, he's gonna have to sink or swim with it. So he's gonna have to make sure that the boxing league is providing something to boxing fans that boxing fans desperately need to see and would prefer. Further adding his opinion on the matter, Showbiz the Adult pointed out that this is going to be tough competition for TKO. He emphasized that Turki Alalshikh works closely with all the major governing bodies and promoters, such as Queensberry, Matchroom Boxing, and others through Ring Magazine and Riyadh Season, and has made significant investments in these partnerships. Given Turki's statement that other boxing platforms will remain separate, Showbiz believes this is Turki's way of hinting at a friendly competition. It becomes clear when considering that TKO isn't meant to replace existing structures, but is being positioned as an additional option, which naturally brings its own competitive edge.
No matter what, it's competition. And I think that's why Turki Alalshikh said before, talking about we going after the other promoters, he was friendly, talking about friendly competition. But Turki Alalshikh and Riyadh Season is very much working with the other promoters, Queensberry, Matchroom, Golden Boy, PBC, Top Rank, and Turki Alalshikh, he has invested interest in the zone. So I just want this understood because I was confused on this myself. The boxing league is not here to replace the traditional boxing space, but is here to be an added option. And honestly, when it comes to customers and the paying fans, competition is always preferred.
In addition, Showbiz the Adult also shared his thoughts on the confusion surrounding Turki's mention of the next 2 years. He pointed out that Turki likely meant he already has plans in place for the next 2 years, highlighting that these years are filled with major events, including mega bouts like the Fatal Fury cards and other high-profile matches. In his view, this seems to suggest that Turki is referring to his involvement in high-profile fights over the next 2 years.
What he's saying is, he has the next year or so already planned out. You have the, Times Square, what's going on with Cinco de Mayo with, Ryan Garcia and Rolly Romero, the 3 of the 4 Kings, Teofimo Lopez, Devin American Dream, and and Canelo Alvarez versus William Skull. That's there, right? You have, after that, potential fights in October with Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney.
Mentioning Turki Alalshikh's fight deal with Canelo Alvarez, Showbiz the Adult reminded everyone that Turki is committed for the next 2 years and isn't going anywhere. He further clarified Turki's words, suggesting that what Turki actually meant is that, given the ongoing fights and Riyadh Season, promoters are already working with him. After 2 years, if they want to continue collaborating, they can. According to Showbiz the Adult, Turki is potentially hinting at a fixed collaboration and deal with promoters for the next 2 years.
Don't forget, he already has a 5-fight deal with Saul Canelo Alvarez that starts from now and ends at the end of 2027, I believe. So he is saying that the next year or so is already planned out. And he's saying after those years, if Matchroom, Queensberry, Golden Boy, they still want to work with him, fine, we could go on forever.
This has been made clear by Turki himself, as he pointed out the deals he has with promotional companies for Riyadh Season and the Fatal Fury card. While he declared the 2-year timeline, he also raised serious concerns about promoters, hinting that they might struggle after the deal ends to offer more compelling options to Turki. According to him, he wants promoters and other sanctioning bodies to come up with options that are both more entertaining and more valuable from a business standpoint. He stressed that this is the only way he will continue working with them in the future, noting the 2-year time span as the key period for this collaboration.
Will continue at least for the next 1 or 2 years. This depends about their reaction and about what is The options they will give us, if it is good for us, we will do it.
Many people are wondering about the future of promoters like Eddie Hearn and Frank Warren, especially considering their uncertain position in the boxing industry. Recently, Turki Alalshikh expressed his satisfaction with both Eddie Hearn and Queensberry Promotions for their involvement and engagement with him. Given the current circumstances, Turki seemed pleased with how Eddie Hearn has been working with his team, specifically highlighting Eddie's proactive approach to discussing how he can remain involved moving forward. Turki also hinted that Eddie Hearn might have a chance at securing a role, noting that Hearn is making strategic moves. However, Turki was clear in stating that the success of any future collaboration depends on whether their ideas align with the broader vision for the league. He emphasized that they are not merely waiting for Eddie Hearn and his team to make the first move. Any partnership will only happen if their plans fit into the larger picture.
In this situation, I like what that Matchroom and Eddie Hearn doing. Eddie still until now discussing with my team and with me to doing a big fights around the world, and he continue. Eddie do it and take their position in smart things. He decide to continue to work with us if we are continuing doing business with him.
With Turki Alalshikh leading the charge for promoters and other key organizations, addressing the future of boxing and strengthening his ties with Ring Magazine and Riyadh Season, one thing is clear: he sees the sport of boxing as incredibly valuable. His firm stance on supporting Ring Magazine and the Riyadh Season highlights his commitment to shaping the future of boxing. Now, the real competition begins. Dana White faces the challenge of proving how he can elevate boxing to the next level, delivering what fans have been eagerly waiting for. The stakes are high, and it's going to be interesting to see how White responds to this growing pressure in the fight to redefine the sport. That's a wrap for today's discussion on Turki Alalshikh's vision for the future of boxing and the rising competition between Dana White and the sport's biggest promoters. With his strong ties to Ring Magazine and Riyadh Season, Turki is clearly making his mark, and now it's up to Dana White to prove he can take boxing to new heights. What do you think? Can Dana White step up and deliver what fans are craving, or will Turki's vision dominate the scene? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you're always in the loop on the latest boxing news. Catch you next time, and as always, stay tuned for more.